now, ladies and gentlemen, is a man who's a senior NFL insider for ESPN, a guy who's on top of every single story, including the one down in Miami with the turning of a tide. Joining us now, Michigan man, Adam Schefter.
Hey.
Schefter, we appreciate you joining us as you are going to speak at your high school as a distinguished honor alumni and let them know that the future is bright if you're willing to have 4 phones and be on them at all times. Now, Schefter, let's talk about what happened in Miami. Tua Tagovailoa, no longer the starter. Quinn Ewers is the new starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. What does this mean? This is a dawning of a new day, whole new era. Tua chapter closed in Miami. Is that how we should read this?
Yeah, I think it's time to start playing the numbers game, and we've seen this play out before in Denver with Russell Wilson, in New York with Aaron Rodgers. When we talk about the teams with the largest cap hits that absorb the contracts of quarterbacks that they once thought were going to be their future, I think you have to turn to Denver and the Jets for instructive ways as to how they handled it. The Denver Broncos this season, still have $32 million in dead cap money against their cap for moving on from Russell Wilson. It was initially over $50 million last year against their cap. It's $32 million this year against their cap, and they still have the best record in the AFC currently. The Jets moved on with a $49 million cap charge from Aaron Rodgers. Tua Tagovailoa is going to have a $99 million cap charge if they decide to move on from him. That would be the single largest cap charge in NFL history, and they certainly could spread it out. There are a couple of ways to look at this. They could release him after June 1st. They could see if they wind up trading him in much the way that the Houston Texans once traded Brock Osweiler along with a draft pick to the Cleveland Browns. I remember the day that story happened, and Bill Polian was on the desk there at ESPN, and he's like, that can't be. Nobody ever trades a player and a pick to take on the contract. But these are different times with some larger contracts, and this certainly would be in that category. But clearly Miami is going to be moving forward without Tua, one way or another. You don't make the decision to bench him and go with a rookie quarterback in Quinn Ewers without the idea that you're essentially separating right now. It's just a question of how the relationship officially dissolves and how they move on from him. But this was the first step in that happening. They have begun the process of moving on from him now.
Sounds good. Now, tell us where it went wrong, because a couple years ago, they put up 70 on the Denver Broncos. They were the talk of the town for offenses. Tua was all in. He gets a new deal. He immediately goes right to the group of people that can't afford regular tickets, so they go to training camp. Maybe some local sick kids coming to training camp and start screaming in their faces, "Show me the money." Was this the moment where it all went south? Like when? Obviously, he had a couple concussions, which we were all very worried for him. Something went bad, though, because he got worse at football. Like, none of us really understand how did it happen, you think? Where did it go wrong?
It's hard to pinpoint. I think the concussions and the injuries began to play a part in this. I think he's played through some other injuries here, but I don't know that he's been fully healthy, and I don't know all the injuries that he's been through in the past have taken a toll. Look, when Mike McDaniel got hired, he came in there and resurrected the career of Tua Tagovailoa, so much so that they signed him to this contract that now is going to become a major sticking point with this organization. Somewhere along the way, he didn't get better the way that some people do. And if anything, he seemed to regress.
Yes.
And now they're at the point where they've decided to bench him for Quinn Ewers. I can't give you a specific moment when it went south, but I think part of it is the injuries taking their toll. Part of it is him not improving and regressing, if anything. I don't have that specific answer. I wish I did, Pat.
All right, we appreciate the hell out of you. Tell those kids at that high school we said what's up and that they should be proud of their alumni. You and the director of Monday Night Football, is that right?
Artie Kempner, who's the director of Monday Night Football. We went to the same high school here on Long Island. I'm literally, I will say this is a bit surreal, driving up the street that I used to go up every single day as a youth, and I haven't been here in a very long time, and about to pull up to my high school, which I haven't been to in a very long time. And we're going to go speak to all the kids here for Alumni Day.
Hey, so go see those lockers you used to get stuffed in, Schefter. We appreciate you, man. You're the best, ladies and gentlemen. You done good, dude. You done good. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Schefter.
Yeah,